Hello, we're being recorded.
Hello,
Fantastic. David, hi. How are you doing?
I'm good, Rory, and you?
Not too bad. Too
Good
bad
man.
for the first time we're talking about security and edited.
It is, and
Um,
it's
a
a
little,
good
a
day.
little brainchild. Yeah, a little brainchild that we've got. Um, this first video is just introductions, I think. Um, uh, I'll start first. Rory Stewart. I'm Zafehouze country manager for the UK, an international ambassador. And that enables me to work within communications, cybersecurity. I've got a background in all sorts of stuff, including cybersecurity, but a lot of technology, sales, and now I'm coming back into that area of cybersecurity from kind of enterprise sales, software, environments, and everything around that, from the OSI model and how that all works and how people access it. So that's my side. David.
Yeah, no, thank you. Cheers, Rory. I'm David Schuibert. I'm on here as director, founder for CybrCovr, and we represent Zafehouse's products into the market and taking them into the market. I've got a background in enterprise sales. I've been doing sales for 22 years, I think it is now. So I think I'm well versed in companies' challenges and how we take technology to meet those. So my background is working in the tech space, always has been around data and the importance that data's role is in organizations and to us now, if I go back 22 years ago and look at now and how we rely on data so much more and the importance around security of that data. We do a lot more online. We every organization uses our data, and I think it's apt that we've sat down, had a conversation, mate, and decided to try and bring something slightly less edited, so unedited viewpoint, so people can just talk. People can disagree with us, that's fine. We're not saying we're the gospel, but I think it's important to have a channel out there where we can invite people on if they want to come on, voice a view and talk about things. So yeah, my background I think
Definitely.
puts me in a good position to help facilitate conversations around security and cyber security and what's going on in the market.
Yeah, no, definitely. And to go back, I mean, I actually wrote down the points which we spoke about before we recorded, but what was the purpose of this channel? What's the purpose of security and edited? It's to make it raw. We plan to put the mistakes in
Yeah,
because that's reality. And that's where if you're trying to mask reality, mask the problems that we're facing, and cybersecurity is now affecting everything.
yeah.
It's your life and your work now. So this is not a small point. This is actually getting it to be a very huge point. Um, and the important factor was that, you know, if I look at the note, it's we're talking about new possibilities, getting to think about the problems that we're facing in a new way. How do we redefine it? Can we redefine cybersecurity so that people can view it in a slightly different way? Because
Yeah.
from my side, I see that everybody's gone hurtling down this road and they've left the gates open behind them. And unfortunately, people are following up behind and cleaning up. So it's great being pioneers, but you've got to be really focused on what are you trying to achieve. And I think that's what we're doing here. Is I'm really happy that if somebody were to come on and have different viewpoints as you, I think absolutely going to be not. We're not going to disrespect that at all, and they're probably
Oh
valid.
no. Do you
I
know
think
it's
we're going to
welcome
try and add
because
to it.
we want people to have a different view or even the same view but a different way of talking about it. I
Yeah.
think for me as well, this is affecting everyone. Cybersecurity now affects everybody. It's not just a business thing. It's everyone.
Mm.
It's my mum and dad. It's grandparents. It's affecting everybody, because so much is online and so much is around data, and we have so much more data than ever before that it's really having a huge impact. So it's pretty massive for us
Yeah.
to, as an industry, make sure we can do as much as we can do to lock things down, lock the data down, and push ourselves forwards.
Yeah, and I would totally agree. I also think that it's infrastructure, the infrastructure of how we live now. You power everything. It is affected, so it affects everybody, and we may not realize it. People do, but a lot of people don't. They think, oh, everything carries on. It's just the computer stuff. Except no, this affects everything.
Yeah.
So it's going to be important that I think it's important that we try and be honest and have people come on and be honest, unedited.
Yeah, oh no, and if you take security just in general, to take aside cybersecurity for 1 second, look at the mainstream news, look at the TV programs now around criminal
Mm.
activity. They're
Mm.
now doing what the YouTubers are doing. I don't know if you've seen, but there's certain YouTubers online now which will um antagonize the hackers, antagonize people that are trying to send you that phishing email, get you on the phone,
Mm.
get you to then literally open up your bank account and will steal all your money. Um, there, I mean, it is cybersecurity because it is phishing, but it's going that next step further forwards where it's everybody. And now you've got the watchdog programs on normal TV at 6 o'clock, showing this and doing the same thing, setting up their little teams to it. So I think now
Yeah.
is a perfect time for this channel. Now is a great time just to get people talking and yeah, be unedited, be real. We're talking as real people. AI is coming in, so that's why I say real people because AI is kicking in. We're already seeing the advance of the robot
Quantum,
um going there. But if they're
quantum
based on AI
computing
and
as
the
well.
data, the same old story, mate, with the CRM, right? You put
Yeah.
rubbish data in, you're gonna get rubbish out. And it's the same for AI. If you feed it rubbish, it will believe that, it'll read on that, it'll develop. Yeah, you can write an algorithm, yeah, you can get it to learn from itself and go further forwards, but you're still on a dodgy foundation. So
With
I
it.
think
Yeah.
what we're gonna do and what we're gonna talk about with this channel is gonna be great. I think, do you want to give everybody a bit of a feel for where we're gonna go with this and probably
Yeah, I
how many
think
of these we're gonna put out?
we've showcased 12, and it leads around threats and threat management, zero trust security. A lot of people poo-pooed that because they're unaware of how much has been invested in the area. Uh, Cloud security, human factors, AI and automation, but also quantum, because you mentioned AI,
Yeah,
but quantum and how that's breaking encryption. But what does that actually mean? What level of encryption? In other words, what can it has to detect something, has to see data to actually work with it. So there's aspects of AI and quantum that we can actually mitigate and eradicate the risk with. But you tell that to a CISO, they'll look at you like you're crazy. What do you mean? That we're dealing with this every day. No, it's just your paradigm needs to change. You need to look at other options. This
just
is
on
where we're
that,
going
I
to go.
can't wait for somebody to comment on your comment then. Preferably a
Yes,
CISO.
absolutely. Absolutely. But CISOs would jump up and down and go, yeah, but and everybody goes, yeah, okay, yeah, we've done this before, leave it alone. And they sit there getting frustrated most of the time. But we'll see. The other things we're talking about is uh, budgetary focuses, understanding cybersecurity, um, affordability. In other words, yeah, you could buy the system, doesn't mean you can afford it. And actually, well, I'm jumping into it slightly ahead, but there's still not enough. If we go down the paradigm at the moment, we're only about 20% of the needed budget that you'd
Yeah,
have to spend, and it's enormous. So it's another area we want to talk about. Um, Government, the elephant in the room, um, cognitive dissonance, my favorite area,
it's my
because
favorite word, isn't it?
people do
Or
not
two words.
people do not understand it. They don't want to change. They don't want to see that it's another possibility. There are, and that's another subject it's a bugbear of mine. I really want people to step outside of themselves and go, there is a possibility. Um, and unregulated. It's anybody nowadays. The last one we've got on the list. happy to add more, happy to take suggestions on more. And if people want to make the 13th, I'm looking for some, and make suggestions and come on and talk about it. Happy to do that
Yeah,
as well.
don't make one suggestion, make two, so we go to 14.
Well, yeah, we could leave 13 out.
Yeah.
But yeah, the last one with the unregulated professions. There needs to be some kind of regulation around cybersecurity professionals. There is none. So anybody can say they are, and you literally look. We could say we're amazing, but you literally, there's no way for us right now to adhere to a certain protocol or standard that everybody would understand. And it could be the sub levels. You're an expert in X, Y, and Z, or just X. All of these things means that it's a bit of a wild west, a bit of a cowboy situation we find ourselves in. But it's again another good topic we can get into.
Well, let's see. And anybody who watches this, please give us a like, please share, please give us your comments as well, and don't be scared to voice an opinion or want to jump on. We're more than happy to bring people on to talk around some of these other subjects, and grow the channel, because we want awareness, we want more people involved, and we feel it's a little bit quiet out there at the moment, and we want to mix it up a bit. So yeah, that's why we're doing the channel. That's me and Rory, and I think hopefully you'll look forward to our first, because this is zero. I'm not going to say the T word, so it's ground zero. Should we say that? So this is the first one, and let's get it out, and let's start on the next one, and see you all there.
Brilliant. Thank you. See
Thank
you
you.
guys. Bye.